You know what you need to do. You have known for days, maybe weeks, maybe longer, and yet you still have not done it. You have called yourself lazy. You have promised yourself tomorrow. You have watched the task sit there, growing heavier in your mind. It grows louder and takes up more space while you stay completely still. This is not a character flaw. This is a trap. Today, we expose every part of it. Most people know depression makes you feel bad. What most people do not realize is what depression does next. It destroys your ability to do the exact things that would help you feel better. Here is the cycle. You feel bad, so you stop doing things. Stopping makes you feel worse. Feeling worse makes you withdraw even more. The worse you feel, the more convinced you become that nothing will help. So eventually, you stop almost everything. At the bottom of that spiral, the most convincing thought appears. This is just who I am now. That thought is not insight. That thought is the trap closing around you. Before we go further, there's one belief almost everyone carries that quietly guarantees inaction. I will do it when I feel ready. I will start when I feel motivated. I just need to get into the right mindset first. Decades of behavioral research show something different. Motivation usually does not come before action. It comes because of action. The sequence most people wait for is often backwards. The real sequence is action, then momentum, then motivation. You do not have to feel ready to begin. In many cases, you begin first, and readiness follows later. Every productive person learns this eventually. Many depressed people never do. That single misunderstanding can keep someone frozen for years. Here is what almost nobody tells you about procrastination. It is not one thing. Burns identified multiple distorted thinking patterns that manufacture inaction. Each one is disguised as a reasonable excuse. Listen carefully. One of these may be yours. There is hopelessness, thinking nothing ever changes for you. That feels like realism, but often becomes fortune-telling. There is helplessness, believing your mood is controlled by things you cannot change. You blame other people's circumstances or the past. You begin believing your emotional state is entirely outside your control. You overwhelm yourself by looking at the entire mountain instead of the next small step. An email becomes a catastrophe, and a phone call becomes a crisis. The task grows larger in your mind than it is in reality. You jump to conclusions, telling yourself you cannot, and predicting failure. You use that prediction as the reason not to begin. You stop saying, "I procrastinated," and start saying, "I am a procrastinator." The behavior becomes an identity, and identities feel permanent. Depression flattens anticipation, making things feel empty before you begin. The brain calculates too much effort for not enough payoff, even though people are often wrong about that prediction. Satisfaction after action is frequently much higher than expected. Perfectionism keeps you waiting for ideal conditions until nothing starts at all. If you never begin, you never risk failing, which can feel protective at first. Avoidance becomes a prison over time. Success can create pressure attention and expectations that make staying small feel safer. The imagined audience is already judging your work before it exists, which keeps you silent. Someone else wanting you to do this can make it feel like surrender and create resentment. Resistance can slowly become self-sabotage. Tasks feel unbearably uncomfortable when frustration tolerance is low, so the brain avoids them entirely. You feel ashamed for avoiding the task, and that shame creates anxiety. To escape the anxiety, you avoid the task again, which creates more shame. The cycle seals itself shut. 3 tools: simple, practical, and effective. Tool 1. The daily activity schedule. Plan your day hour by hour. After each activity, rate how much pleasure or accomplishment it gave you.